protein S200, which similar like other proteins has high solubility above the neutral pH, but at low pH it will get coagulated at the isoelectral point. But these two proteins also have different properties. When you're talking about the application, we suggest S300 used for the low pH application, S200 used for the high pH application. The key part for the protein functionality, actually, it's the three functions: forming, emulsifying, and also gelling. This gelling is different from hydrochloride or from starch. This gelling is heat gelling. Hydrochloride gelling is you make the solution and then you cool the temperature. And this gelling will form at a low temperature. But the protein gelling, you need to get a high heat gelling property. This heat gelling property looks like egg white or the meat protein. This is required for the plant-based meat as a binder, and also when you heat, it will form the gel to provide the firmness. Look at the S200. This is a high molecular protein. This is actually, it's also called patatin. Only you can find from the potato. And this protein has thermal irreversible gelling properties. When you heat the gel, it will form, heat the protein, it will form the gel. And when you cool down, the gel will remain it, which is different for the material cellulose, because material cellulose is quite popular used for the plant-based food. When you heat it, it will form gel. But when it's cooled down, the gel will melt. It's reversible. But because of the reversible gel, which creates the problem for the plant-based meat, most of the plant-based meat, like plant-based burger, plant-based nugget, you sell in the supermarket, you need to enter the chilled condition. But if you use material cellulose, which cannot maintain the shape, and you see quite often, if any plant-based burger use material cellulose, you see they will pack in the separate packaging. You cannot put them together like a stacked burger. If you put them together, then the shape will collapse. If you use S200, it will maintain the shape, provide the firmness. For the applications, S200 is mainly used for the plant-based meat application, like the plant-based burger, raw burger, plant-based pre-cooked burger, minced meat, chicken nugget. For the plant-based meat, the key part is TVP. It's a texture-right vegetable protein. And this texture-right protein, you will hydrate in water and you give the steam. The temperature is around 90 degree. Then you can get the plant-based beef, plant-based chicken. We also compared. So you see, this is the equipment of the power heat equipment. This is the product we just extruded from. Starch, which can be used for the dairy and also other applications. I will give our colleague Daniel, who is the expert for the plant-based starch part. Welcome,
Daniel. Thank you, Dr. Chen. I hope you have a nice snack for the afternoon, so wake up a bit. Next, I'm going to switch gear a bit to talk about one of the very traditional segment, also for Indonesia is growing, is about dairy. Now, I think if you recall what Dr. Chen said at the very beginning, we want to focus on clean label. Now, what we're going to talk about is our clean label solution for the dairy segment. And we'll go step by step to see how FVB's clean label solution could help in the dairy segment to grow or to develop new products. In fact, the same solutions are also applicable to plant-based products. And you will see as we go along. Just some market insights. Now over America, Europe, and Asia, you can see the clean label trend is coming and is growing. And one of the top three is always about clean label, no preservatives, no additives. And the CAGR growth is pretty high. And I think consumers are looking for something that is clean or less chemical. And I'm sure that some of you are very excited about the egg, clean label, plant protein, and it is healthier. Now we talk about health claims. I think to add on the list, you look at clean label, no additive, no preservatives, and on top of that, you could be looking at lower fat, if that is what you're looking for. So the solution that we're going to talk about is about clean label. It is about ability to mimic the mouthfeel and texture of fat. Texture claim. Again, you look at it, either dairy or plant-based. The number one claim, one of those, is about creaminess. It is very important to consumers. You don't want to eat something that is watery, because the consumers are always associate milk. For example, if you say oat milk or other forms of milk, they are associated with the creaminess that they are used to in dairy milk. So it is very important for consumer when they taste the product, it is something that is tasty in that sense, rich and creamy. So with that, that will set the stage for us to look at what we have on offer. Now, Dr. Chen has gone through in depth about our protein, and of course we have fiber as well in other applications. And we are going to focus on our clean label potato starch solutions for the dairy industry as well as for the plant-based applications. It's just a very brief recap of what consumers are looking for, right? They're looking for creaminess. They are looking for simple label, clean label, simple ingredient, yeah, and healthy. Something that I think consumers are getting more aware of when they read the ingredients on the packaging. They don't want to see E number, for example, in Europe. So taste again is very important. Yeah, we talk about creaminess, the texture. Now, of course, our focus is to help our customer in the middle column. Now, how do we, if you want to have a healthier claim, lower fat claim, how do we take out part of the fat, or maybe most of the fat? Produce product with clean labeling. I think for our product, either you label it as potato starch or maltodextrin, depending on the geographical location and the regulatory. And it's important that it gives the mouthfeel. So taste is always associated with what they see and what they put on their palate. So it's important how they feel and how they associate it with normal dairy products. So on the last column on the right is about FAB solutions. We check all the boxes. And again, at the end of the seminar, we will invite you to visit our booth. We have many nice desserts for you to taste. You have tasted the eggs, and later on you're going to have macaron, you're going to have ice cream or gelato, and also yogurt. It's all based on clean label and also plant-based. Now, this is what we are talking about, Etania. Etania is a series of solutions that we offer to our customers, depending on the process, their requirements, and what kind of texture they want to achieve. And in certain cases, it will also help to replace hydrocolloids. If gelatin is not the ingredient that you want to have in your product, Etania is able to mimic the texture of a gelatin, on top of being clean label and in part creaminess as well. On top of what we have talked about, Dr. Chen has already mentioned potato is allergen free. You don't have to declare anything.